Hey guys, and welcome back to the Blood Moon. That is my single player 1.8.9 series. And you might be saying, dear viewer in my head, Rorax, this is not the Cuts Pack. What happened to the Cuts Pack? This is Cuts Pack Day. Yes, it is. But unfortunately, the Cuts Pack server is feeling a little bit under the weather. It's running a bit slow and the server admin isn't around to give it a kick. So, unfortunately, I've had to replace this episode for this week with this until the server admin can give it a kick. So it should be back to normal next week. So sorry about that. So you got one more extra episode of the 1.8.9 series instead. Hooray for some of you. Boo for others. So, we're in the middle of the Blood Moon, and it's so hard to see. Let's see if I can help that. No. No, I can't. There's something else that I'm going to do while we're at it, is, yo, I need to get rid of these beams. They're so annoying. I mean, they're good in some cases, but you really only ever need this, to be honest. What up, guys? Now, I do want to try and kill some stuff during this Blood Moon, because if it's anything like the Blood Moons of old, for random things, you can get special loot drops during Blood Moons. And it's not just endless hordes of basic zombies. Oh, but they would like it to be. Suddenly all at once. Let's zoom in on the mini-map so we can get a true feeling for what's around me here. Ow. I've got a pretty good choke point going on here. The only problem is my sword's going to break soon. And then I have the time it takes for my door to get bashed down before I have to make myself a new sword. But, while we're at it, we may as well enjoy the Blood Moon while we can. And just endlessly poke at zombies. Come on. There you go. Ooh, I hear skeletons. And so I'm going to use this opportunity to make a new sword. Do I have any spare iron? Actually, I do. Let's make it an iron sword. Let's go wild. Oh my god, iron. So extreme. Hello everyone. Don't mind me, just taking loot and experience while I can. And eating some food so that I can regenerate health. Whew, look how bad that light is during a Blood Moon. I have seen Blood Moons happen on other mod packs, but I've never actually played one myself because I've never played on a mod pack that has Blood Moon mechanics. But I'm starting to understand. Why this is potentially very dangerous. Hello, skeletons. I'll try and murder you. Yeah, the other one could see me. Ow. Come on, come around the corner. That's it. Good man. Good man. Gonna have to eat some more lemon. Lemon? Melon. You spell melon with lemon? I mean, lemon with melon? Yes. Yes, you can. Alright, good one, brain. I think that's called a spoonerism. Not entirely sure. So a creeper went up for some reason. What would cause a creeper to explode? Oh, zombie friend. Right. All is silent at night. It shouldn't be. Things should still be spawning. Things seem to have backed off a little bit. Oh, I can see on the mini-map though, there are zombies approaching. Some people say that you should turn off mob detection on the minimap. Oh, I might die. Just because it's effectively cheating. You have omnivision. Oh, I want to use up my stone sword, but I don't want to, there it goes. I didn't want to get stuck in a situation where I would be flying all over the hotbar or in my inventory to try and get something back. Out of here. Hey, get out of here. Can we sleep yet? Not tired enough. Do you have to, like, wait? Because that implies you can get tired enough. May actually have to look at the config settings, because Blood Moon is a mod that I dropped straight in and just went with default settings. And I may need to investigate just, like, what I can do. Come on. Someone, anyone. Don't feel tired enough. I never feel tired enough. It's a cloud and not a moon. I hear you sneaking around there, skeleton. Oh, everyone's destroying my beautiful crops. May as well pick them up so that I can use them to regenerate it. Right, well, tell you what, things are slowed down quite considerably, so I'm going to see you when something either happens, I get a new item, or it's the next day. See you in a sec. Alright, so daylight appears to be breaking. We have some cleanup to do. And I keep hearing creepers explode, and I'm really hoping that none of my stuff is getting damaged in the process. Because that would be horrible. I also hear you, baby zombie, wherever you are. Oh, hello. Yeah. Baby zombies. Way more dangerous than adult zombies. Oh, we got a zombie brain though. That's actually useful. They don't stop. They don't stop. Some things should start despawning soon though. Which will make things nice. We do get a lot of zombie flesh during the night. That's actually very useful for Thaumcraft to have that much zombie zombie flesh that early on. Because we can put it to good use. Get out of here, Poppy. Get out of here, leaves. Right. So, what can we do other than repair our crops? Because I should do that. Oh, the Kindrel Knights, by the way, that showed up last episode. There was some comments saying that they only show up if you use the wrong tool. But you'll notice that I was using the right tool. I was using shovel on dirt. And they showed up anyway. So for whatever reason, that's like broken or something. So that's another thing that I have to mess with the settings for. And of course, because I'm just so useless at remembering names and stuff, there was a suggestion for what might be causing it. And it's to do with Enderzoo. But I've forgotten your name. I hope you can forgive me. They pointed out that Enderzoo can control spawns of monsters and it might be interfering that way, so it's best to turn off Enderzoo's spawning of Kindrel Knights. Because I don't think Kindrel Knights are actually from Enderzoo. So, speaking of which, now that the Blood Moon's over, I actually have to do some config stuff anyway. So I'm going to be back after I've relaunched Minecraft because I need to do the Thaumcraft retro gen and all sorts of things, and hopefully I can sort some things out. So, see you in a bit. Okay, and we're back. We've got a bit of good news and a bit of bad news. Bad news first, get it out of the way. The Thaumcraft retro gen did not work. For some reason, in the chunks that I was in, particularly around the jungle, they didn't seem to retrogen anything at all. There was no cinnabar, amber, there was no trees spawning, there was no new altars, there was no crystals underground or anything, and I did go into creative and check thoroughly. It was just all missing. Some chunks did regenerate properly, but they were like not very easily accessed. They were all out of the way and far from the base, and none of them were in the jungle. So the world is probably, because we're so, the good and bad news, that depending on how you look at it, is we're going to start the world again. Because we're so early right now that we can do that without there being much loss. And don't worry, I'm not going to have like the next 3 episodes being getting back to the same spot. I'm going to actually spend time now getting back to where we were, roughly, because obviously it won't be the same. But yeah, that's also a good thing, because biomes are plenty have updated. In fact, a whole bunch have updated, and I'll tell you what I've updated. I've updated Thaumcraft, biomes are plenty, chisels and bits, Enderzoo. Speaking of Enderzoo, the slime spawning using the right tool was a bug, and so I haven't had to turn off the dire slimes at all, the Kendril Knights. All I had to do was update the mod, and now it'll work. There was an update for iron chests. Just enough items, just enough items add-ons, just enough items resources, MC multipart, RF tools and random things, and I've also added 3 more mods. One of them comes with its own world gen, which is another good thing, that we are genning the world again. Pressure pipes has been added, which is cool, that's for moving around liquid. Pneumaticraft, which you'll remember is the pressure-based tech mod. Mine Mutton's been hard at work porting that over to 189. And that's also the one that adds the world gen, and Vein Miner, because I haven't really ever used Vein Miner, and I thought, what the heck, right? So, this, by the way, is also the nature of why I don't provide a mod list, because it's always changing like this, and it's really unstable at the moment. This is effectively a test pack, or a test set of mods, because I don't know whether everything's going to blow up or not. I'm just playing and filming it. And like now, it did blow up. So, just so you know there's no shenanigans, we're going to delete the mod on camera. Delete the world on camera. Create a new world. And we will allow cheats on, of course, in case we need to do any admin-y type things. And we want to go to biomes plenty. Let's take a look at this and see if anything's changed. So we want everything to be the same there, except we want large or huge. I went with huge last time, didn't I? Huge biomes. And everything else normal. Generate bop gems, yes. Alright, cool. So we are good with that. Next thing, we're going to create a seed, because why not? And we're calling it Raxus. Cool. So I'm going to create the world. I'm also going to do what I did last time and teleport straight to a jungle. And then go from there. So after it's done building, any second now, there it goes. Go, go, go. Yes, we landed in the middle of a snowy area, and if you're wondering why JEI looks, sorry, not JEI, Journey Map looks messed up at the moment, it's because if you load a world with the same world name, it doesn't know that, and so it's displaying what was there last time. So as you can see on the corners of my map there, I've got some desert and stuff. I'm actually in the middle of a snow biome. I think it was biomes plenty, Rorax, jungle? No. Help. BOP. Help me, BOP. You're my only hope. Biomes, oh, plenty. Jungle. Oh, there's no name in it. Alright. Yes? Oh, TP biome. Right. I'm doing it all wrong, guys. TP biome. Jungle. Wow, we got pushed way out. Almost 10,000 blocks on the y-axis and almost 3,000 blocks on the x-axis. Let it load. Don't let it go though. As much as I love that film, I am so sick of that song. And I died. Why did I die? Why on earth did I die? Game? What's all that about? Right. The reason why I'm doing all this on camera, by the way, is just it gives you an idea of what you have to do. Go. And go. And the power of go. I think it found the same jungle as last time, but I'm 1,000 blocks different. No, 200 blocks different-ish. In fact, I can see my death. It's very laggy as it loads everything. Oh boy, is it trying though. Oh, you can do it. I believe in you. Frame by frame by frame. It will load. I'll be back once it's loaded. Whoa, it didn't like that. I actually had to, it eventually loaded and I was underground, under this block in particular, which I've covered up, being in creative, speaking of which, get out of my inventory. And I was suffocating, but being that I was in creative, it didn't let me suffocate. So that was fun. And yeah, it just started going at like 2 frames per second, even after everything had finished loading. So I had to shut down Minecraft and start again, and here we are. So now you can see I have an empty inventory, and I'm in the jungle, and most importantly, game mode 0. And I'll see you once I vaguely get back to where we were. See you soon. Alright guys, I am back. And we have a new shack. It's a little roomier than the last one. And you can see I have some Thaumcraft stuff there. I have a little patch of paradise. What did I do legit and what did I not do legit? Okay, so everything I did legit except I spawned in some sugarcane and planted that to the point that I thought roughly I had grown it to. I'm not entirely sure. I think that may have been slightly too much. But I'm not going to split hairs. I haven't spawned in any potatoes or carrots, and I've got some melon growing there, and seeds are easy to get, so that's a non-issue. And I also spawned in this arcane table, this research table, this Thaumonomicon, this iron cap wand, because I haven't found, 1, I haven't had sugarcane to grow into paper, 2, I haven't found any cows, 3, I haven't found a village to raid or anything, so just to get on with the show I've decided to put that back to where we had that. But this world is fantastic. Oh, 2 things about this world actually. Can you please be daytime now or something? There we go. This is not the world you saw me generate in the last cut. This is a brand new world with a random seed. And for those who want to know, the seed is there. Where is it? I thought the seed showed on the F3 thingy. Apparently it doesn't. Apparently it does not. I'm going to have to find a way to get that seed for you then. But it's a completely random world. It's not Raxus. When I did Raxus and teleported to the closest jungle, the jungle was tiny on a huge biome setting. That's weird. So I rolled a new world and instead got this enormous jungle, which I'm very happy about. This is just some glitchy journey map. I don't actually know what's there, but that looks like a beach, so it's probably some more beach that way. I spent about 6 Minecraft days just going around the edge of the jungle, eating melon as I went, because there's plenty of melon in the jungle, obviously, especially along the edges. And it is just enormous. And then I got right back around here. Actually, I went in the wrong direction, showing you on journey map. Went back around that way. And then I got to this point. I ran all the way through here because I was just basically trying to get into the middle of this black blob. And then I went to about here, and then I went in a big circle, and I found this jungle temple just there and raided that. And you can see I started working up here, but the because that was kind of like the middle of where I wanted. It was a nice big open area, except that it was very hilly, so I decided to move south to this area right here. And I see a creeper on the map. Hello, creeper? No, you must be below me. Speaking of below me, I made a sheltered mine shaft, and there's caves like a couple of meters down. It's pretty great. Anyway, as you can see, I haven't really seen anything. I think I saw some stuff on the way, but I think I decided not to raid that stuff just because I think that would just be overdoing it. Maybe we can go on an adventure and find that stuff another time. I think I saw it like a village somewhere in here. Yeah. So that's that. Are we all caught up? I think so. Cool. So let's get on with the episode, I guess. I haven't caught up all the way. I'm missing a lot of metal and a bunch of items and things like that, but it's all good otherwise. I think we can progress from here just fine. So I don't think it's too bad that I've got some extra sugarcane. So this is where I found some caves. As you can see, I was digging around, trying to follow some noises on my map. But this is the actual caves down here. And I can finally show you Thaumcraft crystals. Not these mobs. These mobs are not Thaumcraft crystals. Yeah, you're going to blow up. Of course you're going to blow up. I'm nowhere near you, but you're going to blow up anyway. It's fine. Get out of here, zombie. Get out of here, zombie. Seriously. Great. So, oh, the one thing I didn't spawn in, and I may as well do it right now. Also, some more crystals, yum. Is scribe tools. I mean, you can't actually have a research table without scribe tools, so I should probably do that. But I think that will be the end of our abusive shenanigans. But I'm going to take all of those. I probably should have left one, to be honest, because as I understand it, I don't know whether it happens with natural generation, but as I understand it, I think as long as there is the element to feed off, so in this case earth, it will continue to grow. So I should have really just left one there and used it as a source of earth shards in my area. Hello, creeper. How you doing? You can't get me because the water is pushing you away. That's nice. Hello, creeper. How are you doing? Dang it. And, yes, I hadn't slept in my bed yet. Where are we? Yep, see? So, how are we going to do this? You know what? I am actually just going to, for the sake of brevity on this episode, since it's already been, like, ridiculous, I am actually going to just, like, teleport to there. Thank you. Stupid creeper. Promise I won't be abusing that too much. Really is just for this episode, being a bit loose and fast with the rules. Wow. That threw my stuff everywhere. Nuts. Okay. Get in your appropriate positions, please, tools. Oh yeah, and in the jungle temple I found an earring, so I'm wearing that. Doesn't really do anything for me down here, it just provides. So I'm going to leave that one there. It looks like multiple blocks of crystals, but that's actually just one block of crystals. And hopefully that will spread. Alright, let's not make the same mistake with you. Wow, don't know what happened there. It just went very, very quickly. And we actually have access to the outdoors from this part of the cave. So we finally have interesting caves to explore, which is so nice, rather than digging around in really useless ravines. And the hello, and the generation has worked nicely. Here's some amber bearing stone, so we'll grab that along our way because amber is useful for a great many things. Well, two things in particular that come to mind, and that is totems, but we'll get into totems a bit later. Totems are Thaumcraft, as amber bearing stone is Thaumcraft too. Is Thaumcraft as well. Because it's not Thaumcraft 2, it's Thaumcraft 5. What else do we have in here? And we'll finally be able to get on with actually doing some Thaumcraft now that I've got crystals and whatnot, because we'll be able to make the scanneroo thing that you use to scan blocks, which the mechanic works quite differently now. You don't receive essentia research points from scanning things. You learn the practical definitions of certain things, which opens research trees, rather than it giving you any sort of resource. It just unlocks stuff. So you don't use it very often, but when you do use it, you use quite a lot. Use it quite a lot. I have this weird pattern when I'm spelunking where I like spend time running about lighting areas up before I go back and mine in them. So if you're wondering what the heck I'm up to, that's what I'm doing. I do see these lovely resources around me, it's just that I am focusing on making sure nothing interrupts me. Yum! More iron. Iron's really important at this point. Especially since we don't have any sort of doubling mechanic in the pack. Or in the list of mods. Shouldn't call it a pack, that makes you guys think that there's something to download. There's not. And I did see another mod which I am tempted to install, which allows me to print out my mod list. We'll keep that one and take this one. The reason I want to take that one is because I want to break the ore that's underneath it. But we'll leave you there. See how our theory about growing crystals goes. So we have some entropy shards right now, and quite a few terra shards, which is nice. I think that just might be the benefit of the jungle. Because, as usual, certain biomes have higher amounts of certain essentia. I'll show you what I mean by that in a bit. No, I didn't want to go this way. I wanted to go further up because there were those water crystals. I've seen earth and water down here more frequently than anything else, so I'm assuming, hello, that earth and water are the main properties of a jungle. Which makes sense. Are you? Yes, you are. Great. We'll leave that one there. So now we have entropy, earth, and water. Nice. What else do we have? Nothing much, really. But we can go upstairs and make a thingamajig. No, I don't have any gold. That's right. So we have to dig further down. Ah! I've lost where I've come from. Here. Torches on my left is to return home. So we're here. And I need to dig further down. This is my spiral staircase. This is how I do it all the time. It's the most annoying kind of staircase to get up. But it is space efficient. And that's what I like. Space efficient stairwell. can be also replaced later without there being a lot of work to do any kind of replacing. I'm wondering if I should just cook up 3 iron. I think I will. Hello, zombie. I'm guessing it's nighttime. Okay. We'll just... No, I need those sticks. Thank you. We'll just put that stuff there, and we will put our scribing tools where they belong. And we will put the shards up here for now. No, I need those apples. I do, in fact, need those apples. Can we sleep? Yes, we can. Great. Reason I want to sleep is I'm running low on food, and I'm wondering whether nothing is ready yet. Of course not. Be gone. Great. You and those and pickaxe. Perfect. As you can see, I haven't got that evolved furnace yet. We will at some point get that back. I don't have any glass or sand or anything. There's plenty around, especially if I go to my west. There's like, the awesome thing about huge biomes is beaches are really big as well, so there's lots of sand on the beach, rather than the beach being like 3 blocks wide. That's something that I really, really wish happened more in Minecraft. I really love terrain generator mods. Those are like TGM and RWG. Those are really awesome. Now, don't be confused between a biome mod and a terrain generation mod. For example, Biomes Aplenty, there is some crossover between the two, don't get me wrong, but Biomes Aplenty is a biome mod. It adds new thematic areas to the world. Those things being like different kinds of forest, different kinds of beach, different kinds of mountain, etc, etc. Whereas a terrain generator mod lays those things out. It decides where certain things go and why. So how do I explain that? For example, a terrain generator mod will decide that some area is going to be a gigantic mountain, right? That's decided before any biome goes there. But then the terrain generator mod with its gigantic mountain says, well, the mountain is going to be this tall, so I need a biome that suits a mountain that's going to be this tall. So it's probably going to put something snowy on the top, right? So that's the difference. There is a crossover, of course, because biomes have their own terrain generation. But they are not terrain generator mods. Oh, Biomes Aplenty gems. Hello. Ornamental artifact. Cool. One of each gem, I guess. I think gems are being depreciated in Biomes Aplenty, which I can totally understand. A lot of people think they're useless, which they kind of are. They make nice decoration blocks, but they don't have any other purpose outside of that. They used to when the Promised Land was a thing, but the Promised Land is no longer a thing. Let's see if we can break into this ravine, because that'll make getting gold a lot easier. Cool. Torch time. So, where was I going with that whole rant about terrain generation? Right. I really, 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 really like big biomes. And the reason I like big biomes is because I kind of like that attribute with the real world, right? In the real world, you don't cross the desert in a couple of minutes. In the real world, you don't cross a jungle in a couple of minutes, kind of thing, right? They're enormous areas, and it takes you days to get across something. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it should take days to get from one part of a Minecraft biome to another, but I am saying it would be nice if things took a little bit longer. So I like huge biomes, and I think huge biomes, as they are, as I've generated them now, are a pretty good size for me. Takes you roughly 1 Minecraft day to cross the jungle that we're in right now. If you don't have flight, if you've got just normal walking and normal food and stuff like that. Takes you roughly 1 Minecraft day. Which is good, I like that. The other thing I would like to see though, and I don't see it often, and another reason why the jungle is actually a nice place for me, or why I like Minecraft jungles, is because it has big trees. I hate vanilla Minecraft trees, like the oaks and stuff, these piddly little trees that are like as tall as you are at best, kind of thing. And then you've got the you know, quote unquote large oak trees, which are saplings when it comes to the size of real world oaks. It would just be nice to see a mod which completely overrode Minecraft's natural spawning of trees and instead replaced it with something which was basically like just replace the trees with huge trees, like to real world scale, as vector blocks. It would be so cool to see like a full-sized oak, and then when you grow a giant oak, you know, it's even bigger than that again. It doesn't have to be so much bigger than that, but it'd be nice to have that kind of distribution. There's a couple of biomes in Biomes of Plenty where that's kind of attempted, where you can see pretty large oak trees, but then it's still not big enough. And I would like to see ones bigger than that, but then I would like that distributed across all of the vanilla Minecraft. Just totally get rid of vanilla trees and replace it with, you know, proper sized birches, proper sized oaks, proper sized spruce, etc. Across the board, just override it entirely and space them out properly. Because in a forest it's not all jam-packed together unless you've got super dense forest like the kind that you find here in New Zealand and bushlands and things like that. You don't have to have like trees next to each other for it to feel like a dense forest, right? This is pretty cool for a jungle, but it could be so much bigger. There could be an actual canopy if people bothered. So I'd like to see that with generation, and I would like to see that kind of someone maybe try that in 1.8 or 1.9, depending on how long it takes to get a mod like that done. I mean, I would attempt doing that myself, but I'm already doing the art for Steam and Steel, and I'm doing the YouTube channel, so that's a thing. There we go, we got our 2 gold, which is necessary, and we'll take 2 earth shards, because that's what we've got the most of, and can I easily find myself some sand? If I go either east or west, let's just pick this direction, and find a piece of sand to turn into glass, and we will have our thermometer. I can't even remember whether I actually got a thermometer in the previous world. I think I might have. I think I might just be retracing my steps and this episode has been a bit derpy. That's alright, we'll be back on track next episode. At least you guys have seen Thaumcraft's generation or a little bit of it. And that's cool. And we're kind of back to where we were, which is nice. Only took me a couple of hours. Oh. Right. Now I've got to jump in all these pools and get all this sugarcane. Obviously the way that you prevent this in the future is simply you put a slab over the top of it. It's the normal way of doing it, but we have access to chisels and bits, so we can do something that looks a little bit nicer than an entire half slab. Right. We've nearly actually got a full crop. That's nice. So sand in here and gold, thank you. got a piece of diorite here. Glass. Okay. Moving right along. We have a thermometer. So, looking at this thermometer, it shows you what your chunk. There's no way I can show you a chunk right now, which is really annoying. Because we don't have anything that shows chunk lines or anything, that's what I mean. But you can see as I move around, if I move over to the right some, you might see it change. There it goes. Whenever you see it change, it means you're in a new chunk. And that is the distribution of the aura in your new chunk. And it consists of the 6 primal essentia. That being air, fire, water, wind, air, fire, water, wind. Yes. Air, fire, water, earth, order, chaos. Right? And the other thing this thermometer does, not only just shows you that, if I press F, you can see the actual amount of aura of each of the auras. So if I cycle through it in the top left there, you can see that this is the amount of terror I have, auto, entropy, Vitium. I have no Vitium because I haven't done any magic in the area. Vitium is the bad stuff. All, air, fire, water, etc. Okay? But more importantly, you've probably seen these question marks, and before I get myself into trouble, bed. Don't want any mobs sneaking up on me. Right, you've probably seen these question marks. If I scan that, I now have Terra and Herber and the question marks go away. So, if there are question marks, nothing can be learned from that. It's probably pointing at the cropland then. Yep. I have learned Aqua, so now I have Terra, Herber, and Aqua, the practical knowledge of those things. And if it doesn't have question marks, then it's not useful to me, essentially. A Fern has the knowledge of air. What else can we find? There's probably a couple of things inside. Yep, this. Fabrico and Instrumentum. Ignis and Perditio. Can we learn anything off the bed? No. We can learn Lux off the torch. You get the idea, right? And it's good once in a while to scan certain things, but there's also special scans, and it's nice that I picked up a dispenser because this is actually needed. Practical knowledge of Machina Aversio, which is weaponry, and Bestia, but something more important, you have discovered something that could aid you in future research. Some stuff that you scan is specifically to unlock certain parts of your Thaumcraft. So if I look at my Thaumcraft now, do we have anything new showing up in here? Not really. Don't have anything new. But if I found a golem and scanned that golem, you would see something new. Anywho, I think this episode has rambled on for long enough. Next episode we will actually get on with doing important type things. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.